deceitful deceit. In a bustling city, there lived a successful businessman named Nduka. He was known for his charm and his ability to make deals that seemed too good to be true. Many people in the city looked up to him as a Christian businessman, and he often spoke about his faith in his advertisements and public appearances. However, behind the scenes, Nduka was not the man he appeared to be. He was a master manipulator, always looking for ways to increase his profits, even if it meant taking advantage of his customers and employees. He would promise them the world and delivered nothing but empty promises. Despite his questionable business practices, Nduka's customers continued to flock to his stores. They wanted to support a Christian businessman, and they trusted him to do the right thing. But as time went on, more and more customers began to notice that something was not quite right. One day, a group of employees decided to speak out against Nduka's practices. They had been watching him for years, and they knew that he was not the man he pretended to be. They gathered evidences of his manipulation and deception, and they presented it to the public. The community was shocked and outraged. How could a Christian businessman be engaging in such practices? The employees who had spoken out were ostracized and threatened, but they knew that they had done the right thing. As the truth about Nduka's business practices came to light, his customers began to distance themselves from him. His reputation was tarnished, and his business began to suffer. But even as his empire crumbled, Nduka refused to repent. He continued to claim that he was a Christian, and he continued to use his faith to manipulate those around him. In the end, Nduka's story served as a cautionary tale. It showed that even those who appear to be the most pious and righteous can be capable of great deceit. It also showed that true discipleship is not just about professing faith, but about living it out in every aspect of our lives, and that we can be doing the wrong thing and be blindfolded by them. The unfortunate development to this story was that one of the employees who blew the whistle on his former boss also started his own business and began to replicate the same manipulative practices, just like in his former boss's business. Discipleship is already taking place without them knowing, despite the resentment they display towards the former boss. Let him who thinks he is standing be careful lest he falls as well. The second story is about Emily. Emily's favoritism began the beginning of the end of her ministry. Emily, the pastor of the local church assembly, stood at the pulpit, surveying the congregation before her. She had a reputation for being a fair and just leader, but some members of the church had begun to notice a disturbing trend. Emily seemed to treat her members differently based on their social status. The Smiths, one of the wealthiest families in the congregation, were always given preferential treatment.